Thank
how
you.
are you? And welcome to What My Grandkids Call Me.
Mhm. Thank you.
So I'm Joy and I'm Granny. So what do your grandkids call you?
It always differs. I
Oh,
have I have a couple that live with me,
okay.
and they call me just grandma.
Okay.
And then I have a couple that their daddy is from the South.
Okay.
So they call me Nana. Yeah.
So
So I'm
Nana
either grandma.
and
Yeah.
Grandma. Okay, so
Yeah.
behind me I have a wall and it has grandma names of the grandmas I've talked to so far.
Oh,
So which name would you like to put up? Grandma or Nana? Because every grandma gets a name regardless.
probably Nana.
Okay. So you're on the new
That's what
board
I'm called the most.
the most. So how old are your grandkids?
Okay, I got to start from the youngest.
Okay.
So I've got the by blood. I have some that are adopted, and then
Sure,
some
of
are by blood.
course. I think we all
The
do.
the ones that are blood are 4, 6, 9, and 9. And then I adopted some little Korean kids,
Awesome.
and they they are 10, 8, and 1.
Oh, I love that. I love that 1-year-old when they're just getting ready to learn how to do everything.
I love it.
Isn't it the best? So I have a question for you. Tell me how
Okay.
so what do you have? Daughters or sons? What are your own?
I have a daughter and a son, one of each.
Oh, what a blessing. That's nice. So tell me how you felt when your child said, Mom, you're going to be a grandma the first time. How did you
Actually,
feel?
they told me at the same time.
Oh,
So I was overwhelmed. I was really overwhelmed.
oh my goodness. So did both of them have one at the same time?
They both found out they were pregnant at the same time.
Oh my goodness.
And they came and then when it came time, it was during the flood of 2011,
Oh no. Where are you?
and I'm in Nebraska. I'm
Oh,
on the Missouri River.
oh, okay.
And my daughter lives on a mile. One side is a breach, as one dam is, well, she's got 2 dams, one for the Missouri and one for the Nishnabotna
Uh-huh.
on each side of her house, and they both breached.
Oh my
So
goodness.
I had to drive 4 hours one way to get to her, and at the time, the other one was already living with me, so we were going back and forth,
Oh my
and they
goodness.
were born exactly 3 weeks to the day apart.
Oh my gosh, what a wonderful story. And
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 they looked so much alike.
oh, I bet. So
Everybody
what
says
did
they're
they
twins.
have? What your girl had a and your son had a
My daughter had a boy, and of course, he was first, and so I was so excited. When the doctor came out, he says, "Welcome to see your 2-foot grandson." And I bawled. I just literally cried and cried and cried. And he remeasured the baby like 3 or 4 times and found out my daughter is only 4'10" and 90 pounds originally.
really? She's a little
Yeah,
one. She's
she's a legalized
tiny.
midget. She's a
Uh,
legalized midget.
oh, okay.
And her husband is over 6 foot.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I love it.
So
I love it.
when she broke the state of Nebraska and the state of Missouri's record because she had to doctor in both places at the time. And come to find out, the baby when he was born by emergency C-section because they lost heartbeat on both mama and baby, and found out that he was 7 pounds, 9 ounces, but 24 inches.
Oh my goodness.
So the doctor came out and said 2-foot grandson, and I just cried
Oh my
because he was
goodness.
half of my daughter's body length.
Yeah, he was. That's a wonderful story. Oh my goodness. And then
And
your
my
son, yeah.
had a daughter.
Oh, perfect.
And so all of my grandkids are boys, except for my granddaughter.
So you have one granddaughter.
And
Oh
she is
my,
spoiled.
I know that's right. Is she the youngest?
um, she is okay. Cooper is my oldest one, and
Okay.
he was the one that was 2 foot when he was
Right,
born.
right.
And exactly 3 weeks to the day was Fleur.
Oh, that's a nice name.
And so she's 9 now too.
Oh, wow.
And
I
I
like
just
that name, Fleur.
and
Oh, wow.
she yeah, and her middle name's Victoria. Her
Like a
daddy
queen.
has Yeah, her daddy loves flowers and loves gardens. So he wanted something to do with flowers, but so he said, and Victoria Fleur didn't sound right to him. So
Okay.
he said Fleur,
Fleur.
which is a flower,
Right. Victoria.
Victoria, short for Victorian.
Oh,
So Victorian flower garden for
oh,
him.
that's beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love that story. Oh my gosh, Sue, I love that story. Well, I just want to thank you for enjoying my page. I mean, you have been with me since I started what my grandkids call
I
me.
re- I don't know what when you started it, but I remember get finding it right away.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And now with the group, that just went wild. I mean, it's just crazy. You know, the grandma group that's Grandma
Mhm,
Loves Her Grandkids. So I appreciate all your likes and loves and posts. And I try to get to yours all the time. I always say, oh, there's my Sue. There's my Sue. Click like, click like.
and sometimes I get so caught up in posting that I forget to click to post on there sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And
But that's okay. You can forget sometimes because there's thousands of them posted every day.
oh, yes. I
Yeah,
think
but
they're
it's a
so cute.
yeah, and it's a fun thing for grandmas to do. That's why I'm going to keep doing it, and that's why we're doing what we're doing now because we're going to turn these Zooms into a grandma channel on YouTube. So
Oh.
when it comes to finish, you will know, and you'll see you.
Mhm. And what's special to even more special to me is my grandkids are even more special to me because of any other thing, just simply because my son got told he would never have kids in his lifetime.
Oh, it
And
wasn't.
so they said that he wouldn't be able to have kids, and he's got 2.
But God,
And
that's all I say. But God,
and
people
my
don't know.
yes, and my daughter had tried and tried and tried for a couple years before she had her first,
Yeah.
and then 'cause she has heart difficulties, and so they found out that she was pregnant and instantly put her on meds so she could save the pregnancy. Well, then it took 5 years to have the next. She went to my doctor instead that she had growing up,
Hmm.
and he told her about a medication that his wife was on for
Hmm.
something for another condition,
Hmm.
but warned her and said, "Be careful on it because you can get pregnant on it." And they use it in fertility clinics, and she goes, "Well, that's fine because that's what I want." And within 3 weeks, she was pregnant.
Perfect. Okay, that's
And
the way it's
so
supposed
they
to
he
be.
has by blood tests and ultrasounds and everything, she was legally, and, medically infertile, but those pills made it where she could have him.
Girl, I
And
still
so
say
and both of
praise
those boys
God because both of those they got untrue diagnosis. And that
Oh, yeah.
means you got grandbabies.
And both of those grandbabies have special needs, but I'll still take them.
Special needs and special love, Sue. I mean, they got you. And you are blessed. And I just want to continue to thank you for posting your pictures and loving on them the way you do, because you are one of the best grandmas out there.
How
Tell
many
me
grandkids
this.
do you have?
I have 7. I have 7. The oldest is 19 and the youngest is 4.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, they're wonderful. They're wonderful. But the 4-year-old is still young enough to ask for a quarter and think that's a lot. And the 19-year-old asks for $20. Maybe sometimes he asks for $50. He doesn't think a quarter is nothing. So I'm real hooked on them when they're little. Let me
My
ask you.
6-year-old just did that to his
Uh,
sister, 'cause she said, "If I gave you can you give me 24 pennies and I'll, trade you?" And he says, "Okay, that means 4 quarters." But he knew already because he's learning how to count money, and Sissy's learning how to count money, so he tricked her and
oh,
tried to get all of the dollars worth, the quarters.
yeah.
Dead. And so I had to tell him, "No, we don't trick." I said, "You give her 3 of her quarters back."
I know. That's good, Grandma. We have to lead them in the right path. I want to ask you one more question before we go. Tell me, if you had one sentence to say about how your grandkids make you feel, what would that one sentence be?
Oh, boy. My grandchildren make me feel loved.
Loved. My grandchildren make me feel loved, and that is Sue Weible, who is NaNa. She's also grandma, but we put NaNa up here today, and we thank you, Miss Sue, for being with us. And we will let you know when our station comes live.
That will be great.
Okay, you have a great afternoon.
Thank you. You too.
Bye. I'm so pleased to meet you.
Same here. Thank
Okay,
you.
bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So that was Miss Sue, and she is Nana and Grandma. And she had wonderful stories. Her son had a daughter, and her daughter had a son. How about that? Grandkids are awesome. But no matter what they call us, grandkids are loving grandkids is inexplicable. It's undescribable. It's not quantitative. It's priceless. See you next time.